Singapore's anti-corruption reputation faces yet another major test. Billionaire property tycoon Ong Beng Seng, charged in a corruption case tied to former Transport Minister S Iswaran, has been allowed to leave Singapore, but only after his bail was dramatically raised to an eye-watering 1.6 million Singapore dollars. What does this mean for Singapore's hard stance on white-collar crime? Stay tuned. According to court records, Ong, 79, has received court permission to travel from April 28 to May 16 for both business and medical reasons. His travel will take him to the United States, Britain, and Italy, including cities like London, Boston, Miami, New York, and Florence. This is despite serious criminal charges hanging over his head, and he will have to remain contactable at all times during his travels. Ong is also required to surrender his passport within 24 hours of returning to Singapore. Ong is facing two major charges. First, for abetment under Section 165 of the Penal Code, for allegedly giving valuable considerations to a public servant, former Minister S Iswaran. The details? Lavish benefits, including a private jet trip to Doha worth $7,700, a luxury hotel stay costing more than 4,700 Singapore dollars, and a business class flight valued at 5,700 Singapore dollars, all allegedly paid by Ong. But that's not all. Ong also faces a second charge, abetment of obstruction of justice. Court documents show that when Ong informed Iswaran about the Corrupt Practices Investigation Bureau's seizure of the flight manifest, Iswaran allegedly asked Ong to retroactively bill him for the trip, in a suspected attempt to cover their tracks. Iswaran, who was once a high-flying cabinet minister, was sentenced in October 2024 to 12 months jail after facing 35 charges, most linked to his relationship with Ong. As for Ong, he has expressed an intention to plead guilty. His plea hearing, originally set for April 2, 2025, was pushed back to April 25 so he could submit additional medical reports. If convicted, Ong could face up to 2 years jail and/or a fine for the first charge, and up to 7 years jail and/or a fine for the second. Now the big question, with Ong heading overseas amid such serious allegations, will this affect Singapore's tough stance against corruption, a key pillar of its global reputation? What do you think? Should high-profile defendants facing serious charges be allowed to travel freely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this deep dive valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for the full story behind the headlines.